I'm just going to do a quick walkthrough of my craft room as it is right now. I wish I had videoed the other day, but I didn't. Because right now I can't really tell that it's any better, per se. I mean, it's still really bad, but I have actually already spent a good 8-hour day purging and organizing yesterday. The light is really bad because of the windows. I have to aim more towards the floor. Okay, so there's a bunch of junk. Alright, this is those containers right there, the ones with the white lids on either end and in the middle. Those are new, and that is mostly what I did yesterday. I worked on my yarn organization, so I filled up this cabinet with nothing but skeins. Sorry about that light, it's really bad. Okay, this right here is supposed to be my sewing table eventually. You can barely see my brand new, yet unused sewing machine. This I'm not sure what it's going to be, but I had to lift it up so I could stack those containers underneath. It worked out pretty good. I like that. And this over here is supposed to be like my work and craft area. This is my desk. Of course, you can barely tell it's a desk with all the junk piled on top. The doll situation is the kind of crafting I do besides beading and crochet. I like to craft for the dolls. So I have doll stuff everywhere, which I love the dolls. My latent childhood enjoyment. There's my prize, American Girl. I restored her. She is beautiful, and she is my favorite, and I do not play with her. She just stays right there, just like she is. Just standing there looking like she's greeting everybody. Okay, so that's my bead desk. You can't bead at it. I cannot bead at it because it is too full of stuff. Okay, so part of my continuance, dolls. My life has 18-inch dolls. Part of them are for my collection. Part of them are early gifts for granddaughters. Okay, this is another yarn cabinet, mostly yarn. The bins, the drawers have yarn. That won't fit in there the way that I have the ones out of drawers, so I have to put them in the bins. And then this is the major doll mess. My house. Of course, you can see I've got other junk just piled up in there right now, but most of this is stuff for doll crafting, which my doll crafting is what I really need to purge and get rid of, because I'm trying to focus more right now. I just want to get the dolls nice and neat and orderly with what I have. Step away from the crafting for them for a little while and concentrate on my crochet. And also some beading. I do have a couple projects I'm wanting to bead as well. So, but anyway, so this is it. This is from the perspective of my desk chair. Just, you know, there's the corner of the chair. There's looking around from the perspective of my chair. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. That's the big, huge craft room disaster mess. And all I have are mix, match, storage, and I'm not an organized person, so this is a huge struggle for me. In January of last year, I set this room up, and I had it looking nice and neat. And then I went crazy with the doll crafting, and then I stepped away from the doll crafting, so it just kind of like sat back here and simmered in its juices and became a bigger mess as I piled stuff in. So, alright, I know nobody can help me. Maybe you have suggestions for improving my chaos. See, the floor. It was so full of stuff you could not even walk back here, so that's where I know I've improved. This table over here, that table that I have lifted up there, the lighting is really bad. That table was right here, extending out. In early craft room pictures you can see how I had that. But this shelf was turned facing the same direction as this shelf. So I turned it sideways to kind of open up this floor space here. And then I moved, oops, my focus is on. I moved that table from this spot. You can still see the indentions in the floor where the table was. And I had different containers under it, but part of those. So it was very tight moving. I could barely even set my foot down. I had stuff everywhere and lots of bags of yarn. So that's why I had to get containers, more containers to put my yarn in, and also get it more neatly organized. And now there is some organization to the chaos here, because with my yarn, this right here is all Vanna's Choice, and it's all number 4 weighted. All of this is number 4 weighted. All of this is number 4 weighted. Now, I think this is 5 because I haven't gone through that container yet, but this is 4 weighted. Of course, that's all sachet. And I still have a little bit of yarn here that I need to put away. This is all baby light, like 3 baby size yarn here. It's just some stuff. That's all some stuff. All these little containers here, I want to get those out of the way. But this is all 4 weighted. And then this is like scrubby and stuff over here. I haven't gone through that. I haven't gone through this one. Haven't gone through this one. Sorry, out of frame. So yeah, I still have lots of organization to do, and I may not get to work on it much more this week because this is Friday and we're going out of town over the weekend, so I know I won't do anything in the next week. Hopefully I'll get to work on it next week. That's what I hope. So I would appreciate you have some suggestions for me. And this was a lovely little sitting area with an old TV. I got rid of the TV. I got rid of the sofa. So all I have left now are these 3 chairs. There's an old chair there behind for my sitting area. There's a square table down in the corner there. So that's there, and then I've got that little round table there. I don't know how I'm gonna make these all work. I would kind of like to do something with that bookshelf. That's the only bookshelf I have. I'm thinking maybe get rid of that and just put shelves up on that wall right there. Just fill that wall with shelves for my books. I think that's what I want to do. So that's going to be a little separate project. But anyway, and we're planning a remodel. Right now I've got pink floor, carpet, and I would like for this to come up in the remodel, and along with that ugly brown carpet in there. It's horrible. It's like 40-year-old carpet. And everything in my house is mix match. That's just me. I'm a thrifter. So I'm trying to pare down my thrifting and become more uniform, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, so if you have some suggestions for how I can tame a bit of my chaotic craft room, you know, comment away. Thanks for watching.